Good afternoon, Northwestern parents and families. I know that this is likely a big, emotional time for you. For many families here, these next few days will be the realization of a lifetime of hopes and dreams. It has been a long road. Throughout high school, and perhaps long before that, you watched your child strive. You saw them fret about grades and worry about test scores. Or maybe it was you that was worried about test scores and fretting about grades. In any event, they came through. And finally, after a long college application process, you shared with them the thrill of finding out that they had made it into Northwestern. It's hard to believe, isn't it, that you have all reached this day? Well, you have. This is the real deal. Congratulations.
Hey.
Now, as your child goes off to dinner tonight with fellow students, leaving you in the dust, you might feel nervous, stressed, excited, or some combination of the above. But one thing is for sure, you should each feel very, very proud. With an admissions rate of only 7%, this university accepts only the most exceptional students, making your children some of the most academically accomplished students in the entire world. But we all know academics are just part of the package. Northwestern also seeks students who are leaders and global citizens, who have the capacity to work in a collaborative and inclusive manner, and who have shown the most promise to contribute to the well-being of our society in many different ways. Now, our mission as a university is to help your children achieve not only their academic, personal, and professional goals, but also to go out into the world and make a positive difference. And as an institution, we see ourselves as a full partner with you in your children's future success. That is why it is such a special privilege to serve as this university's president. And this week is particularly meaningful. As Patty indicated, today is my 364th day as president of Northwestern. And I can tell you firsthand how in a relatively short time, this place can really blow you away. During my first year here, I went to each of the schools and colleges, spent first couple hours there and then a day and a half. And I met with many faculty, staff. I had lunch at every school with students. And I realized that our community holds all the attributes that one could hope to see. Our faculty hold more than 160 memberships in the most prestigious national academies and have honors ranging from the Pulitzer Prize to the Nobel Prize. Their scholarship, research, and creative work are unsurpassed in important areas of the arts, science, social sciences, technology, and the professions. And of course, those faculty members serve an equally accomplished student body, which your loved ones are now joining. Your students will also have access to an amazing staff who are passionate and dedicated to our mission. They will do everything in their power to ensure, and I will do everything in my power, to ensure that your students Now our students have the best Northwestern experience. Now that gives Northwestern and its global family a great deal to be proud of. I hope that you take the time to fully relish this feeling as your child becomes part of this institution's tremendous legacy. Now there's another reason why Northwestern is so special. It is adjacent to Chicago, one of the greatest cities in the world. The Chicago region is an incredible laboratory for ideas and culture, and it offers so much to our students. One of my priorities as president is to increase collaboration with institutions across Chicago so we can truly give back to the community that we are embedded in. And I hope your students will find the time to explore and to appreciate this great city, which is truly a window into the world. Now, part of going to college, of course, is experiencing the real world while still benefiting from the buffer of being a student, growing up, changing, making mistakes, being a work in progress. Yet while college remains a wonderful bridge between childhood and adulthood, the reality is many of our nation's biggest challenges are playing out on our college campuses today. I've been a faculty member for 36 years, 19 of them as a dean or president. And I can't remember a time when we were under the microscope so intensely. We are confronting challenges such as the Supreme Court's ruling on race-conscious admissions, free speech issues, and the divisiveness of our country. We are not immune. Of course, we are also dealing heads-on with some troubling issues involving our athletics program. However, I firmly believe that challenges create opportunities. We are endeavoring to not only meet the challenges, but to elevate our entire community as we do so. And I would like to share with you how we are doing this. Like many of our peer institutions, we are preparing several strategies to tackle the Supreme Court's recent decision outlawing race-conscious admissions. Because universities like Northwestern benefit immeasurably from diverse voices in the classroom and campus community, we are committed to maintaining diversity. Here, we transform one another by sharing knowledge, sharing perspectives. We talk to and learn from people who are different from us, whether it is race, nationality, ethnicity, politics, or anything else. This ability to communicate across difference is not common today, unfortunately, in our divided United States. But the opportunity to live and learn alongside people who do not think exactly as we do, that's the unique and most wonderful aspect of a great residential university. And it is just what our nation needs. We will, of course, follow the law of the land, but we will also maintain our commitment to diversity. We will work as hard as we can to ensure that we admit and that we enroll a diverse student body here at Northwestern. And as for the situation with our athletics program, I want to assure everyone here that we are doing everything that we can to make our athletics program the best that it can be, including hiring U.S. former Attorney General Loretta Lynch to conduct an independent review of our processes and accountability, as well as our athletic department culture. We are committed, I am committed, to ensuring that our student athletes, and in fact all members of our student body, are safe, healthy, and cared for so that they can excel in everything that we do. It is my personal priority to make sure that at Northwestern, all students not only feel safe, but they also feel that they belong. Because only then can they be transformed by the power of a higher education. I've experienced that power firsthand. I'm proud to say that I'm a first-generation college student. My dad worked in a factory, and my mom was a nurse. I doubt they ever would have expected or guessed that I would be president of one of the world's greatest universities in the world. But higher education, a great higher education, made that possible. The power of higher education lies not just in providing a degree and a career path, but in the ability of a university to afford opportunity and to shape our world, to improve how we work, to improve how we live. Collectively, your children are the academic engine that will drive our society's brightest future. You can be certain that we are going to work tirelessly to help them develop into their fullest selves, to bring out the best in one another, and to become conscientious leaders who serve the common good. Now, when I address your students a week from today at our new student convocation, my message will focus on three crucial areas: success, responsibility, and impact. But what are these? Success at Northwestern involves taking advantage of the astonishing range of opportunities and services here. We have more than 400 social clubs on campus, spanning a huge variety of interests, from solar car design team to a culinary arts group. I am going to ask your children to dive in, to connect, to grow. I'm also going to suggest to them that they diversify their course loads. For those who think they're interested in science and math, I'm going to encourage them to also study literature, history, and the arts. And I would appreciate you doing the same. For those who are more inclined to the humanities, I'm going to ask them to challenge themselves with science, business, and math. That's second nature at Northwestern. About 70% of our undergraduates combine different areas of study. We like to say that discovery occurs in uncommon spaces. It's born where science bumps into art. It thrives where the concrete meets the abstract. This is what we call the Northwestern direction. The journeys our students take are filled with just the right amount of twists, turns, and intersections. That's how our students develop breadth and depth. That breadth and depth enables them to lead fulfilling lives in our ever-changing world. This nuanced foundation also helps them create or develop critical judgment to become active and effective participants in our democracy. Now, what is responsibility? Responsibility involves understanding what it means to be part of an increasingly interconnected world. It involves understanding what we owe to others and how we can foster better and stronger and more inclusive communities. When they get out of college, our graduates will need to interact with, work for, and conduct business with people who are different from themselves. I will encourage them to get a head start here. As president of this university, I'm going to do everything I can to ensure that while at Northwestern, our students not only feel like they can belong, and that they also understand the value of making others feel welcome, heard, and respected. As I said earlier, I take inclusion and the positive benefits that come with it very seriously. Now lastly, impact. Impact begins with a commitment to positively affect our communities, both local and global. I'm going to ask your child to get involved with research projects that can make a real difference in people's lives. I'm going to ask them to get involved with the world around them, as close as Evanston or as far away as Asia or Africa. Whether that includes finding solutions for the unhoused, protecting the environment, or protecting our democratic values, they should get involved. And along the way, I'm going to ask them to reach out for help if they need it. For their academics, for their health, for their emotional well-being, for their career exploration and planning. We have a remarkable staff here. We have faculty who are standing by, ready to serve, ready to guide, rooting for your children. So thank you again. Thank you all for guiding your precious children to this point in their journey. From now on in, that journey involves a partnership between you and us. And I'm looking forward to greeting you at the reception this evening and then staying in touch with you in the months and the years to come. And when your child steps forward to receive their diploma, not that we're rushing it, but when that time comes, I am so looking forward to celebrating the fruits of our partnership together. I cannot wait. So thank you all, and go Cats!
Go Cats!